I'm preparing the Zoom to the YouTube. Okay. So the welcome, I'm recording, so if anybody wants to see this again, they're welcome to it. Today is our last session together. My purpose of this session is mostly to make sure that everybody has uploaded correctly all your work, so you're clear on what needs to be uploaded. If there's anything missing, I can give you feedback on it, so you'd have the end of today to make sure that everything is up and loaded. The other part of my session today is to let you know what I'm going to be doing in the future. Basically, my research is on looking at generative AI and the new products. So next semester, I'm going to be continuing with that. I'll be looking for people to, if you're interested in doing additional research on generative AI with me, you can reach out to me. And also, if you're interested in being a teaching assistant to help me, I'm going to be teaching next Monday and Wednesday. I'll be doing 3 sections back to back. I'll be doing it starting at 3:30. Then I'll have the 5 session like we do now. And then I'm going to have a 6:30 session. So if in one of those sessions you want to join me in being a teaching assistant, help, and basically what you'll be doing is helping students basically in their homeworks, giving them feedback, maybe even in like the breakout rooms. Remember how I helped you in the breakout rooms? You can kind of be my assistant. It's a good opportunity for students to get experience. And also I'll be working with new companies, just like I started working with Personal AI. I'll be working with other vendors to see how they're doing. So if you're interested, you can drop me a line and see how you're doing. Okay, but basically today I wanted to go quickly through the groups, tell you just kind of the last minute ideas of what you have so you can make any corrections that you have, and that you can get this way. I've given you feedback from the last time, and when I looked, there were a couple of groups that it was difficult for me to see what they were doing in that case. So what I think I'll do is I guess, I don't know how many people we will be having online. People are just getting online here, but in order to save some time, I think I may just even share my screens and let you know from each of the groups what is happening. Are there any questions that you have for the first part of the teaching assistants or working with me? Any questions about that? If not, you're welcome to reach out to me. Also, after I go through this, for personal issues, I'll stay afterwards. Is another opportunity. I'll stay after so-called office hours, and I'll work with individual students. Some students were asking me about certain assignments that they did that weren't registered or that they did late and things like that. So I'm just going to save everybody's time, I'm going to share my screen. Everybody see it? I'm sharing my screen. And go to the content. And I'll even start with this group. It was group 7, and who's in group It's Luca, Nick, Gabrielle, or Dylan. Are any of you here? You want to unmic yourself? So let's even do that. I saw Kitty. Kitty, you're here,
I'm
right?
here.
And Ella's here. What? So let's just even do this. Let's go from 1 to down. I saw Kitty and Ella, and it's James and Jay's here. Let me just go into group 1. I go into group 1, and where is the final project? So let me go to group 2 for a second so you can see. If I go into group 2, I have final project. And on final project, this is what I suggest, and everybody can do that now. When you're giving your final recording when you go to edit, where you have our final recording, and then you have your edit, a recording is, I would put then the names of who attended so I would just put here names of participants, full names. So you can do that now. Everybody that's there where you have your recording, this way I can see who was there. Let me just cancel this because I don't need to bother them there. I'm going to cancel that. So that's fine. What is good is I need to see what you've changed. If you haven't changed anything, say since the presentation, we made no changes. This way they said in this case, since our class meeting, we've added a section to web live, blah, 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 your presentation and your smart setting. And make sure, right, and then welcome to smart settings of going down. And before you have it, here's potential sponsors. And see, this gets points off that when you go in, anybody wanting to go into Facebook, connect, AI spending. Okay, so this is okay. Others with this, and then what is here? Is this it? And if AI, have we posted anything? Has anything gone here? No workplaces. So this doesn't get full credit in X. In signing in, you need to sign in here even to see anything. So make sure that your social media is working. So these are things that I'll be counting on. Let me go back. If I go to my courses, my audit. So make sure, let me put a note here, make sure that your links are appropriate. When I went to group 5, for instance, right, that I have final projects, if you have spelling mistakes, you can correct those. Our proposal is, you can do spell check with it. Doesn't have to be the 2 P's in there, right? What's been changed. And right now, when you have it here, our final proposal and then the final project is the presentation recording, who attended, good. And in this case, our website presentation and what we changed. This is excellent but in the presentation and what you changed in the website. Simple. power, little bullet points is good enough. And then make sure I would even like in this case, Dimitri, is in your website, also put in the items, put the actual link there too. So you can actually see the link, but let's just even see if this is working here. If I open the link in a new tab, right, welcome to student link there, and just make sure these are what is here. Calendar shared, make sure that everything's working. And then if I go to Instagram, for instance, how I'll be using it, I'll look at it's one post. One post is not appropriate. We had the whole semester. So what is one post? Elevate your student. So that's what I'm just giving you feedback on. That is one post should have been posted. We even said posted number of times a week, and with one post. And what is the post? Elevate your student, maximize meet deadlines. Pretty weak. Okay. LinkedIn. And so what do we got here? What do we do? Join for a free day to organize your schedule. Student sync. I'd say quite weak on that one. I suggest you go ahead and populate those. Make sure they're working. At least this worked. The other one, I didn't even see it working properly. But at least this one was working, but pretty lame on that end. Okay, but this is a good setup in terms of what you needed to present, in terms of how it should look.
Dr. Rush,
Yes.
when I was reading the Facebook, I posted like 6 times, but like a few days ago on Monday or Tuesday, I got an email saying that the account was like banned or like restricted, so it is not like opening when you look up our account. So did you want me to make a new social media or?
Yeah, make a new social media. First of all, include that. Include that. When did you start doing it?
We started posting like 2 weeks ago, and then I got an email on Monday or Tuesday saying that, I don't know, something, it didn't like specify what in the content that I posted was wrong. It kind of just said that we have disabled your account, but I put in an appeal, so it's possible.
So I would just do it now, since you know what I mean, we're late in time. I'll accept. My other class is on the 12th, so I'll accept for this class. I'll accept till the 12th. Who's speaking?
Kitty.
So yeah. I'll accept till the 12th. So I go ahead and do it, try it again, okay, and then document it. And you know what? It maybe even do like some screenshots. Okay. What you're getting, also, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, when you clicked on group 1, our final project was the first thing you could click on. I think that's why you missed it, because it was at the top, not the bottom.
So where is it? Okay.
It's the first one.
Oh, final project. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Much better. Okay. So it's here. So just add in your presentation, this is your. Now when I go to this. Okay. So this is the presentation. Okay. And your presentation was great in terms of, you had one of the best in terms of, the way your slides looked. Were very good.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So it's a shame not to have that, So this is kind of like one more time. And so put also, and you're recording, then put who was at your recording here. So just, you can do that now. You know, in
Okay.
the presentation on the edit is who is in your recording.
Okay.
And then for these, and these are even good. If you don't want, we change, you know what I like too, is that last group of putting those bullet points.
Okay.
I changed that too, of the bullet points. Make it simple, you know, change it now, you know. We're all busy. But why not get the most points? So make sure it's working. That's one of the things I'll change. Did I comment on group 2? Group 2 is final project, right? What we changed, our presentation, our final recording, good. And then our website, we looked at it. Project group 3, 4, final project full. Oh, here, personal AI interviews. This is group 4. In personal AI interviews, that should be in your regular group. But at least in your regular groups, tell me that it's here, because I'll give everybody that's not done it all. I'm looking at the other projects. So maybe move them all to projects that I asked for. Final project folder. See, they have the website. Final recording they need to do on this one in group 4. And then what are they missing of what changes they've made at all to that I asked for, what changes. And notice what's wrong with this one is this is not, and I don't know who was in this group. Are they here? Kay, Nicholas, and Michaela. Anyone here? Group 4, they didn't use their domain name. So I don't know why their domain name wasn't put. This is not this has issues. Group 5, I think we looked at right. Group 6. So where we wanted to have it, final presentation, same idea here. They did the presentation slides, who was available there, and an AI library. That was their idea. So if I go back to their final presentation, I don't see what they've made, what changes they made. And project groups. So what else is group 7? Final product. Website is okay. Group recording, we added a free subscription, and slides, the only thing in the group recording is who was there. So at least this is set up properly. Group 8, final project, final recording, put then in the final recording who was there, website, and PowerPoint, and if you made any changes. And if you didn't make changes since the last time I saw you, then put changes, no changes made. Project groups, that was Miguel, Kent, and Corral, group 9. Final project. Is this final project? Abby, is this yours?
Yes, that's where all the other stuff is in.
So it's everything, okay. So it's the final project recording, who was there, what we changed. And then your slides are where? Oh, presentation, okay. And what we changed. Right. So at least, you know, I'm saying great in the terms, I don't, you know, I have to look again on your slides, but you basically got my feedback on what's available. And 10, final project. I'm not looking at it, but I'll look at, make sure that all your links work and it's appropriate. Final project recording again. Who is made our booking pages, who was there, made our booking pages free, specified the content, ensured we have Zoom integration and presentation slide. That was the only thing missing. And that was what? Group 10. Stop sharing. So the one thing that I would suggest then, if your social media is weak, is boost it up. Those are things that you can see right away, and you can even do it within that week. And then on the 7th, I wanted everything you should have done. I imagine, which was due today, everybody a peer review. Is that done? Abby, did you do that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so the peer review should be submitted. And then that's the feedback I wanted. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to meet with you, just to be able at that last point, since we did have reserved this final exam period, to do that rather than giving you a chance, rather than saying, oh, I forgot about that, you know, or even like you were saying, Kitty was telling me that she had problems with the Kitty, you had the problems with the social media. This way, at least let's redeem it, you know, even add to it the if now in between the 12th they respond, it'd be interesting even to put that, you know, as documentation. You know, be interesting also if you find out what did you violate, you know, what sometimes you know what they do, kiddies, they use AI bots. They don't look at it, they just look at that these AI bots could be wrong too. Sometimes when I upload something to YouTube, they say I've gotten in the past, I violated some order, you know? And I said, what did I violate? And then one time there was music in the background. So it was like copyrighted music, which I didn't even intend to do. I just didn't even realize it was in the background. Or sometimes they make mistakes, you know, that they have those. You know, they can say, oh, it sounded like bullying or something, where you raised your voice. You know, they have like, yeah, how loud your voice is raised. So the main thing is that you, like, one of the things hopefully that we learned in this class is documentation. That we're always going to have issues, right, Kitty? There's always going to be problems. I think what I wanted to teach you in this semester is how to document those problems and possibly how to resolve those problems and keep track of those problems and document along the way as you go. Some people were saying, you know, in the audit area, I had some files and they were deleted. Well, it'd be a good idea sometimes is to have documentation, even to do like a little screencast as you're uploading your homeworks, and then you have it in the background of what you've done. So later on, you can say, see, on September 4th, I uploaded this. Here's the short clip of what I did. Any other comments? So what I'm going to do is I want to thank you all for joining me for this semester. It was a pleasure for me. And hopefully you learned something from this and trying to figure out kind of that hybrid model, at least what we can do. We definitely had a lot of issues in terms of cloud computing, of remote. We had some problems even just with browsers, different types of browsers where it didn't work. Remember, and we had to work it out. And I appreciate you having patience going through all these issues that we had. And I wish you well on all your other exams and finals. And feel free to reach out to me anytime. And if you'd like to work with me in the future, please let me know. And we'll see how we can work together. Okay, so I thank you really so much for joining me. Those of you that want to stay after with me, ask me any questions about your project or anything else, I'll be here for the, as long as you need me. Okay? Those of you that want to go, you can do that. The only
Thank you,
things that I
Professor.
still need to, some people were asking me about the curves and what they get. I curve at the very end. So the School of Business asked me, you know, in this case, to set some type of percentages of the curves, and I have some discretion on that. There is a curve. I curve at the end of you know, when grading time. So usually what it is it's probably you'll probably get your grades, and then I'll post, you know, what you got on. I guess what's left is your projects. I think that's the only thing. Is that correct? And there were some people that were doing some late. If you didn't do, it's automatically, the quizzes were done automatically. And if it was late, it didn't get graded. Next time we need to get the AI to do the grading also, right? When it comes late, and then deducts points when it's late. But I'll spend some time with you on working out some of those issues. But those that are late, I'll give some credit to those that were late on that. So I have to manually go in for that. So any other questions, generic, that people need to do? Otherwise, I wish you all the best. Have a safe and happy new year. And you're always welcome to contact me. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
I have a question. If you
Yeah, so anybody have a question, stay with me, and then I'll stop. If there start to be personal, I'll stop. Let me stop the recording. If it's generic, we'll do that. So let me stop with the recordings, because you remember our need to know doesn't need to be required. So let me just start